You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Good day and welcome to the Mushie Moment for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Day after full moon with lots of star crap happening and solar crap happening and Schumann resonance crap happening. There is so much energy shaking things up on this planet right now. It is freaking awesome.
Hi, Steve.
Don't make fun of me. Were you making fun of my dynamic?
Yes, I am.
My hands babble.
Everything that you're doing, I'm following, and I'm getting excited with you because it's really, it's exciting, and all of these things are happening.
You just made me realize my hands babble as much as my mouth does.
You are a French talker. Yes, you are. You talk with your hands. There's French in you there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think that old DNA test will show that, but it might. You never know. How you been?
Good. I've been pretty awesome. How about you?
Good. I'm moving my home to a new base.
Steve is literally right now in the middle of moving. He parked and he came on to do the podcast in the middle of moving, literally.
And this is the least stressful move I've ever had. You know, I moved into the motorhome, I guess, almost a year ago now. I have to say, when you could just drive your home away, it is so much nicer moving than when you have to pack that home and send it away and catch up to it and unpack that home. It was like, hey, I like this.
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm going to be based in I'm going to be anchored down for about 5 months now. Well, I don't know, however long it is till May. But yeah, I get to be anchored down until May in a nice little area with lots of trees, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. Won't have the road right beside me. Rum, rum, rum.
I'm going to ask the question that everybody's thinking right now. What happens in May?
Oh, the gentleman whose property I've moved on to, he sold the house. So in May, the people take over. And then they'll be bulldozing this beautiful 1940s house on this beautiful piece of property. And they've bought a couple of the pieces here. And across the street is one of those big, monstrous high-rise units. And they'll be building one here too.
Okay. So it's because
enjoy the last few months of it actually being a beautiful place of nature.
Amazing. Wow. Well, that's very cool.
I'm really glad that my buddy Todd asked me if I wanted to park here. It's a great place for Chica. She's got the whole backyard. There's little bunnies. We found 2 baby bunnies yesterday. One of them had been injured, so we've passed that on to a friend of Todd's daughter. She's going to look after that baby bunny and bring it back to health. But yeah, it's pretty darn exciting. I've been parked in that other area with the planes, flying over every 10 minutes. Well, at some points it was every 3 minutes.
It was, yeah.
It's
because they had the snowbirds were there, and there's usually 2 landing strips that are going, and one was shut down for maintenance. So everything, 2 landing strips worth of planes, and the snowbirds were flying over, and it was crazy. I was there.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited. I've been here prepping the spot with them for the last couple of days. There's a nice little patio that I'm going to be, parked on and having some patio space. And it's,
Did you bring your mushrooms and your lawn ornaments with you?
I sure did.
He was parked on the side of the road, but he had lawn ornaments.
Of course, I brought them with me.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, actually. It's, when you're in a spot like this, I didn't mind where I was because I spent 30 years in that neighborhood, in that area. So it was comfortable, even with the planes flying over. It was still comfortable because, I'd lived there for so long. But it's become an uncomfortable area. So to actually get out of there and be somewhere where you don't have to worry about, oh, look, you got a 72-hour on your window, or, oh, look, somebody broke into your motorhome and stole your batteries, or,
Or, oh, look, they towed it.
Oh, yeah, that would just suck.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, my friend. I'm really excited to see the pictures at the end of the day when you've got it moved to the spot that you wanted and you've got it all ready to go. And yeah, I'm super excited for you. I can't wait to see it when I come out in November.
Yeah, things are, as much as things are shaking up, things are really shaking up. My partner in the At Ease company, John, he's having his premier art exhibit going to happen in November. Hang on, I don't want to get the dates wrong. Just going to check. You don't know them, do you?
They are the 23rd and 24th, I believe, or 24th and 25th. Because it's while I'm in school. I can't make the show, sadly, because I'm going to
hang on. Let me just look at my calendar here, because I don't want to get it wrong, but I know it's the weekend of the 22nd. So it's 22nd and 23rd, actually. November 22nd and November 23rd is going to be the show. It's at a beautiful little art gallery. We went and checked out the gallery. There was a show going on. It's absolutely beautiful. It's John's, it's his premier art exhibit, and the guy has got some huge pieces, and they're beautiful, some incredible works of art. So this is going to be absolutely awesome to get them put up. If anybody wants to look at the art, johnsayer.com, JOHNSAYER.com, johnsayer.com. And you can cruise through there and check out all the pieces and whatnot. And, if you want, leave a comment. That would be awesome too. Or come back in and leave a comment for me on what you thought of the website, because that was one of the ones that I put together for him. Yeah, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. I like it. It looks good. I still got little tweaks that I'm doing, but
yeah, there's a reason I hired you.
Yeah, so we've got that going on, and not only is it going to be the premier release of exhibit of his art, but on the Sunday will be the premier launch of our Thrive Biooptimizers company, which is all about biooptimizing health. And there's some incredibly powerful supplements. They've been under the At Ease label. We've decided to separate the two off. BioThrive will be all just the straight nutritional products that are designed for health, healing, and repairing the body. Woo! I'm loving it. I'm just watching things grow. And it's like, yes, I'm watching the healing grow. Everything is, as scary as every new footstep is, there's waves of healing that come with every step. And I'm watching it in your life as well. Our last podcast was just the steps you've been taking and the waves of healing. Yeah, it's nice to see the synchronicities falling into place for people that are looking for healing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I since our last podcast, I have sat with a lady. I have run a ceremony with her. I received probably the most beautiful testimonial, ever. I thought it was very, very lovely. I have another woman's circle planned at the end of the month, another breath circle planned, and I've been invited to be part of a speaker series happening here in Nova Scotia that we're hoping, knock on wood, to have covered by mainstream media.
Wicked.
Yeah,
It's nice. It's nice to see the waves of healing just flowing, watching, people asking questions, people searching, people looking to heal, and they're catching the waves. People are starting to surf in the waves of healing, and they're bringing it to the conscious and forefront. And because there's been so much bullshit in the last 10 years, people are more tuned in with their consciousness. They're weeding their way through a lot of the bullshit. And nutrition has been shit on for so long when it comes to healing, and yet it's what powers our whole system. And all the different ingredients of the different foods power the little systems within this system. And when you have a lack of all of those nice ingredients and an overabundance of sugars that, the body has never seen before we manufactured them, and seed oils that the body had never seen before we manufactured them, it's like, well, if all of that can cause disease, why is it that healthy nutrition can't repair it? It does. It's for me, it just seems silly to think that it can't. But there's been a lot of programming, and a lot of people think McDonald's is food and microwaving stuff is perfectly fine. You got to be careful with a lot of people don't understand the microwaving thing, how it actually changes things at a molecular level, including water. It changes the way the hydrogen sits in the water.
Have you ever had a microwaved cup of coffee and then a boiled cup of coffee?
Not back to back. No.
It shows what you're talking about, how the water itself changes. You have 2 cups of coffee in front of you. So say you've got instant coffee and you boil water or you microwave water. Those 2 cups of coffee are going to be so different in taste, in look, in everything, and the way the coffee mixes in, completely different. And it just shows what you said. And it's an interesting experiment for all of you to do out there. Boil water, microwave water, and put your tea bag in, even if you don't have instant coffee. Just, make a cup of hot chocolate and compare the two, and you're going to find huge differences.
Yeah, I had to do some reading to see what it was, but apparently the microwave works off of the hydrogen atoms, and that's why, like, you throw chicken in, and it separates the hydrogen atoms in the oxygen, and it makes the moisture happen, or pulls the moisture through. Well, if you're doing it with water, it's molecularly changing the water, but our bodies are designed to have water the way it's already molecularly set up.
Yes.
Wait, I'm not babbling with my hands in there. There we go.
The French left.
Well. I'm listening to quiet, just going, wow, it's just weird to hear things be quiet. I actually did a post in my Substack the other day about quiet. For years, I thought I was listening for silence all the time. I was trying to hear silence. And I thought because it was, as a sound guy, I could find that sound pressure level of as close to silence as we can have, and then compare it to loud so that I have a more dynamic range in there. And as I started to actually find silence and quiet, I realized it wasn't actually the silence I was trying to hear. It was lack of chaos I was trying to hear. The silence wasn't the sounds coming in my ears. It was the noise in my head. And as I've walked my healing path and that noise is quieted down, it's like, oh, I was always looking for peace, but I thought it had to come in this way. And it was actually in here that I needed the peace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head and heart. Yeah. That's where we find our peace. You could be sitting in a room with loud music, or sitting on the side of a street, or sitting where you used to live with planes going overhead. If you can find your peace in your head and in your heart, that noise becomes distant.
Yeah. I always called it, I was looking for calm in the chaos. But, you know, I always just thought of in that saying in my mind, my calm in the chaos is the ability to breathe through the outer chaos that's on around me. But as I heal, it's about just holding that place of peace and faith through your whole core. And breath helps you get there.
Does it ever, hey? Yeah. Breath really helps you get there. It made me giggle when you were talking about the wave earlier, because, you know, now you've talked about two parts of the, you know, my one of my medicines, you know, breath wave. It's a beautiful medicine, and breath really is, you know, it's beyond important. And it's not just important for life itself, because we need to breathe to live, but it's important for emotional regulation and grounding and nervous system regulation and healing and, you know, connecting to consciousness. Like, the breath does so much, and so much more than we give it credit for.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, you know, if you go into sports, they'll teach you how to breathe for that sport. If you sing, they teach you how to breathe for singing. There's, you know, there's meditation, there's breathing for meditation. But it's interesting that we're not, as humans, taught to continue breathing the way we do when we come into the world. We breathe naturally when we're born. And there's no, like, I in looking back, I don't see any encouragement in teaching people how to maintain the breathing that they do when they enter this world. We go through a lot of stressors which change the way we breathe. And for me, it was years before anybody said, breathe, you need to breathe. That was just never said to me. So, you know, it's something that and, you know, now that I think of it, I didn't say to my kids until, you know, till way later either. It's the first thing we got to do when we come into the world. It's the last thing we do when we leave the world. And it's the one thing we forget to do while we're in this world. Are you breathing?
I'm breathing. Are you?
I am. Okay, so
Good.
lead us through a little 2-minute breath thing here.
I would have to get everybody on camera and have them lay down, and leading a breath is a little bit more than just like, hey, yeah. But I can tell you that the breath wave way of breathing, I can tell you how to breathe. And you know, the best way to breathe, you know, in the breath wave, the best way to explain how we breathe in breath wave is what I want to say. Is you want to remember when you breathe that you want to breathe from your root to your heart chakra. So you want to breathe it in, and you want to start filling at your root, and then breathe up towards your heart chakra. And once you are full of breath, then you release it and you surrender to the relaxation of that breath. So we explain it, and I learned this from Chad Charles. Explain it and tell people as they sit there with their eyes closed to imagine a glass of water, and you have a running tap. and you put the glass underneath the tap, and the glass fills from the bottom to the top. Same as your root chakra to your heart chakra. As the water reaches the top of the glass, the bottom falls out. It gets triggered to fall out, and boom, all the water is gone in of itself. And the bottom comes back immediately with no hesitation, no pause, and the glass immediately starts to fill again until it reaches the top. And then the bottom once again drops out, the water drops, and the bottom comes back up. And without a pause, the water starts to rise once again. And that's a wonderful way to explain the breath wave way of breathing. It is a continued conscious breath. You do not stop. There are no pauses at the bottom of the exhalation. There are no pauses at the top of the inhalation. And you fill from the bottom to the top. And you can't see my hand, but it's going down to my, the root. So if you fill from the bottom to the top, and it fills up, and once you're filled, you just drop it all. So you breathe into your belly, your solar plexus, your chest, and then you let it all go. And again, without stopping, you keep that continuous circle going. And that is, in essence, how we breathe the breath wave way. It's a very gentle breath. The effort is put on the in-breath, and then when you relax at the end, you just let it go. There's no effort on the exhale. This way of breathing, we do it through the mouth, and it offers grounding. It offers nervous system regulation, mood regulation. It gives your body more oxygen, so therefore your heart becomes stronger, your circulation becomes stronger, your lungs become stronger. This can help relieve headaches. It can help to, mild asthma. It can help mild up your asthma. It can help relieve emotional and mental blocks that you may have. I have personally been able to achieve psychedelic states with this way of breathing, and it's a pretty amazing medicine. And it's just my own breath, and that's all it is. It's my own breath. It's my own supply, and it's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. I think that would be a lot of work if a person was heading for a panic attack, though.
No, it's not.
I go for the Huberman one right away. I go for the double inhale through the nose.
Yeah.
I just go for half a dozen of those when I feel any of that anxiety rolling up.
With the breath wave way of working, you inhale through your mouth, so you actually get more air than you get through your nose, almost double the amount.
That's what Aya made me do when I was in the jungle. And I started just trying to do some old breathing things. And it was like, hey, what are you doing? We need air. Open your mouth, get some airflow going. Brain's choking, heart's choking, breathe.
Open your mouth. It's mouth breathing is a beautiful concept, and not everybody believes in it. The medical field is starting to speak up against mouth breathing. It is. You should get those mouth tapes when you go to bed. But during the day, it's actually a beautiful thing to breathe with your mouth. You get more oxygen. If you need to release energy, your mouth is already open, and being able to tone while you release energy is an amazing thing. Being able to breathe all the way down and fully, really engages the nervous system, and helps to regulate that mood very quickly. I mean, you'd be shocked. Next time you have a panic attack, just remember to breathe through your mouth. Just breathe through your mouth. Fully breathe through your mouth.
Now, woo! Me. Anybody else? Breathe through your mouth. Although Huberman Lab said that's the fastest one for pulling down a anxiety attack. Something about the double inhale thing that pops a bunch of.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, but try that method through the mouth versus the nose.
My nose only works half time anyway. Wow. Well, that's a whole lot about breath. Now I'm going to fuck up my lungs with a doobie.
Are you really fucking up your lungs, though?
No.
Exactly.
No, it's just kind of pulling me into that place because I'm moving today. I'm pretty
You are.
excited. I am. I'm really excited about this.
And really, you're almost moved.
Yeah.
You just got to get into the right spot and go get your car.
I think that's why I'm so excited. It's just weird, eh?
Yeah, you're looking at seeing different things. It's going to take a while to get used to it.
Oh, and really, I as much as the opera was there, I hadn't really, solidified anything. But as you move, you go, I guess it's really happening. So it's pretty cool. It's a whole new world. It's a Disney one. Hope we don't get sued.
Yeah, Simba, Lion King.
I knew it was a Disney one. I just couldn't remember which one. I thought it was Aladdin, actually.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, hopefully a comment will show up. It was this one. It's Pinocchio.
I remember that one.
Wow. So you're back here in November. You're going to do your second round of part 2 of Breathwave.
Right, which will also be my final round, and then just have practicum to do after that.
And then you're going to be over there looking at what?
Nothing yet. Next week.
Oh, that's funny. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. But then, like I do, before I head out west, I have the 2 groups that I'm going to be leading, one breath ceremony and one cacao ceremony, amongst, private stuff, working with 5-MeO and Combo here in my home, which I'm really excited about. And then I come out there to go through course. And I'm hopefully, knock on wood, going to be doing some more ceremonies out there. As well as a speaker series here that I talked about not very long ago, which is just really exciting. And then, I sit on the board of the Nova Scotia Psychedelic Society. So anybody here in Nova Scotia, we do have some beautiful events coming up. We actually have a whole speaker series. The first 2 events are posted now. My event and another doctor is speaking at the end of this month from the Holos Institute here in Nova Scotia. And then we also have a psychedelic speed friending event that we are putting on. I will be in BC for this, so I won't be able to attend, but they're holding a speed friending event, basically just throwing people together to talk psychedelics and talk trips, and it should be a lot of fun. So if you're in Nova Scotia and are looking for something to do, check out the Nova Scotia Psychedelic Society page and join us. Plug.
And that's a great segue over to, why don't we take a break, put up our sponsors, give a few seconds for people to go hit the can before they come back and watch the podcast. We'll be right back after these exciting messages from our sponsors.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Camelford Lifestyle Shop, open Monday to Friday from 10 till 7 p.m. or by chance. Check out our flags, our t-shirts, plus our hats, and look of that supply of rolling papers, plus much more. We've got bongs and your favorite herbal vaporizers. Look at all the incense we have, as well as for those who collect knives, check out these knives in our collection. And while you're here, stop in to see Shay at the piercing room, where you can get poked by Shay. Daily deals, check them out. Camelford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Camelford, Ontario.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420. Rerolled Saturdays. Check it out. Nothing but non-stop cannabis and psychedelic programming. Find it at 420pace.ca.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Good day and welcome back. Chica's just running in and out like crazy here. It's actually kind of funny. She's checking everything out, and so am I. It's kind of neat. I've never been this excited about moving. It's when it's your motorhome. It's like, hey, I'm in a new camping spot. So you're just camping all the time, and everybody loves. Well, I love camping. Not everybody loves camping. I love camping.
But now you're in a little bit more of a permanent spot where you can actually relax and enjoy, and take your time to find another spot to move to.
And I can do some of the things that I wanted to get done on here. You know, I know I'm anchored for a little bit, so there's some, repairs, little repairs. I want to fix some things on the roof. I want to get the bunch of stuff done in here. So it's like, yeah, life is good. Life is good. Cup of cacao, a doobie, my puppy dog. Life is good.
Life is good.
Chica! But sometimes my dog isn't.
Well, she is still a young one.
Yes, I think her birthday is in January. I think she turns 2 in January.
So I was just, something came across my feed on Facebook. There's a recall alert on a cannabis product here in Nova Scotia.
Oh.
It is, what are they called? The pillows, they're called. So there's these little packs that you put in your gum, and the THC comes out of them. And whatever happened, the THC, there is more THC in them than advertised, or that they're allowed. So now they're asking everybody to bring them back because you've got too much THC.
Meanwhile, there'll be a whole group of people that'll be running out to try and buy them up.
Yeah, please haven't taken them off the shelf.
Oh my God, it's something that'll actually work for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's that time of year. I had a buddy send me some pictures. He's got a little bud rot happening on his plants, so he's pulling them down. They're a little bit early, but he's got to take them down, a little bit of bud rot. And, yeah, you got to make sure you got the airflow. I got to check mine too. Actually, I haven't been out to see ours for a couple of days. So
yeah, you got to get rid of those fan leaves and give the air the ability to get in there.
Yeah. So after the show here and I get settled, I'll run out there and check on all of that. Make sure the ladies are good.
Yes. Yeah. They're huge. And you've had to cut them back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a good year for getting some oil.
Amazing. I'm excited for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Life's going good. I'm pretty excited about John's art show too. You know, he's got some great pieces. Looking at it and visualizing, and this is going to be really good. It's been, because that's been part of his healing path as well. It hasn't just been the mushrooms that is his healing path. The art has been his therapy. He had so many broken bones that just getting out there and doing it helps the brain, helps the body, you know, makes pathways connect because you're looking and thinking differently. It's beautiful. Some of the work he's done has just absolutely blown my mind. So I'm pretty excited to be a part of this like show.
Yeah, it'll be pretty amazing. I hope he's prepared for offers to come in.
Yeah, I hope so too, because you know that's the one thing he doesn't really he doesn't sell anything. He's been just making it his therapy and healing, and but you know, I'm pretty sure that some offers, those pieces are just astronomical.
Oh, they're amazing, right? His house is his
art gallery.
Is his art gallery, and you know the walls are filled. When I say filled, I mean they're literally there's this much space in between the paintings and the walls. It's literally every edge that you can fill on the walls is filled. And then he has just tons of it in the garage. You know, I don't know if he ever painted any of it.
In North Van, and he's got a bunch out at friends have got a bunch in their houses. And well, I put him on the site. I think there was 99 pieces actually.
Wow.
I think right now on the website, I think there's 99 pieces.
Wow.
And they're you know, the small ones are, the big ones are 7 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah, and then he has sculptures that are heavy as fuck, and the new ones on glass that are just 3D and like unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool mind, dude. He starts something, and I'm the inquisitive guy. What are you doing? Where's it going? And he tries to explain, and I do my little mental snapshot, and then I wait a little while and see how close I was. But you know, it's there's always a bunch of left curves that it's like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty. I love watching the way different people's minds work as they create, and the intricacies of where it has to go to see the visions of.
Yep.
I love that kind of crap. Hate to try and follow mine.
Oh God, that would be an interesting, you know, mind snapshot, wouldn't it?
Oh, better be on a bike so you can catch up when I make those left turns.
Left turns, right turns, you know, rocket ship into space turns, right? Yeah, I know you. Wait a second, Steve. Weren't we just talking about how the grass is growing? Oh, yeah, but I got to tell you about this thing that's happening on Mars. Because they're related.
Grass doesn't grow there because...
And Steve's going to tell us why those two things are related.
I never looked. I never studied. There's way too much close to me that I have to study. You know, there was things I was looking at in outer areas, and it was like, no, that takes up lots of brain work and energy, and I can spend that. I like to focus real close, the people around me, the things around me, and you know, what can we do here? What can we do here and now? Well, what can we do here and now? I just asked you a question.
Well, I can light this shit and drink that water, and well, we can do all kinds of stuff here and now. I have a room full of medicine-ish.
Oh, don't be saying that. Everybody at your door. Dong, 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 dong. Hi. Dong, 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 dong. Hi. Hi. Here for some medicine. Dong, 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 dong. One day that's what'll be happening.
Well, that's the whole point of having a business where you help people find their tools to heal.
One day I might know what that means.
Right. We both now know what that means. So, and isn't it kind of funny that when we met, you know, I was fresh out of my first iboga. So sorry, folks, a little sentimental moment here. When Steve and I met, when I met Steve, he had just appeared in a documentary, and I reached out to him because I had decided I was going to reach out to everybody in these two particular documentaries. And something about Steve said, I got to be friends with this guy. Like, he's got a great smile. He's got a great sense of humor. He's caring. He's kind. He's compassionate. He's non-judgmental. Yeah, this is the kind of friend I want. Most definitely. You know, and we became, you know, fast and good friends. You know, Steve has become part of every single trip I've had out west. Some of the trips are, you know, just one of them in particular was I just wanted to go out and visit everybody. I was actually going to surprise you and just show up on your doorstep one day. And yeah, so where was I going with this?
When we
Sentimental moment. So yeah, when I met you that first time, you know, I didn't see this. I hoped for this, but I didn't see this. That person was still fighting for air. That person that you met at the Amsterdam that day. I was fighting for air still. Like, I mean, like I had found some air. Iboga and 5-MeO DMT had given me a lot of air, but I was still fighting for air. I still had to integrate everything I had just learned and everything. And, you know, that person is sitting there. I mean, she's so in awe of what her life has become that she is just so grateful and full of tears. I never saw myself at this point in my life, you know, and I have other people coming to me, people that I went to school with, and, you know, telling me what an amazing, you know, psychedelic healer I am. And, you know, it's a sentimental moment. Like, I mean, you have been my friend throughout it all. And thank you. Thank you for believing in me, because I think you were one of the first people that actually believed in me.
Yeah, well, thank you for the kind words too.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful when people, when you can spark a little light with somebody, you can harmonize the light, and then they can see themselves actually, you know, healing instead of seeing themselves drowning and struggling for that air. But they can actually, you know, like that iboga was the moment that you were treading water and you were able to hold your head up and look around.
Yeah.
Instead of being down, you were there. It was like, okay, now where's the land? Where do I have to get to? And yeah, watching your journey has just been beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see somebody walk out of the darkness and walk into the light and ask people that they've harmonized in the darkness with to come along into the light. It's beautiful to watch that journey, and you know, the that was the beginning of that journey. This is just the beginning of this journey.
Oh yeah.
You know, 5 years from now, you'll be looking back and going, holy crap, I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Like and I get that. Like, I mean, like, you know, I past couple of years as I've been learning and I've been doing some work, I mean, not a lot, but some work in, you know, in this field. And I feel like, you know, I've now gotten to a point where I have gathered the medicines that I wanted to gather, and an extra one actually with Breathwave. That was the one I wasn't expecting to get. I wanted to learn some stuff about, you know, breath patterns and, you know, breathing techniques, etc. I wasn't expecting to jump in and become a facilitator. It wasn't on my radar. You know, and now, so I've gathered the medicines that I believe will help me give other people the tools that they need. You know, and for anybody coming out of addiction, go to detox for 30 days and then come to me or somebody like me that works with combo, you know, detox with the plant, with the, you know, the frog medicine, figure out why you became an addict in the first place and help heal that, you know, using other medicines. And it can be just breath. Breath is so powerful. You don't have to take a substance if you're not ready. Yeah. I now have the tools that I can put my hand out and shine that light and go, I've been there and I did it and I can help you do it. And that's been my goal. So in 5 years, I'm kind of hoping to, you know, maybe be knocking off, you know, the 200th person, you know, I've helped or something, right? And be celebrating that. And that's my goal.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm watching ours go, and we've got the at ease with the psilocybin aspect for the PTSD and whatnot, and then we've got the new one, the Thrive Bio Optimizers, which is all about gut health. Like even our greens and our berries, they're not fruity and sweet. This ain't no fruity pebbles, as my buddy says. This ain't no fruity pebbles, uh, nutrition stuff. And because if you want to make it sweet, palatable, then 2/3 of that bag is going to be sweetener, right? But none of that helps you. What we've got is high density nutrition that, no, it doesn't taste that good. Myself, it's medicine. Name a medicine that tastes good. So I throw a spoonful of the berries, I throw a spoonful of the greens in. Oh, a medicine that tastes good. You're funny.
Aha. But not when you eat it. It doesn't taste good when you eat it. So that could be a rebuttal. But yeah, no, and I agree. Like your berries and greens in powder form, or even the 7 mushroom with cacao in powder form, very, very bitter. Bitter. Hard to take in powder form.
Yes. And the bitter going in makes things better. Sweet going in makes things worse. Yep. So it's about changing. It took me a long time to change my palate over so that the bitters don't bother me. But, with these, like I do a shake in the morning. People say, oh, eat the banana, don't grind it up. Whatever. I throw the banana in. I throw in the spoonful of the greens. I throw in a spoonful of the berries. I throw in a spoonful of the 7 mushroom. I throw in a spoonful of the cacao. I top it up with water. And then I drink it back. It's high density nutrition that helps my body heal. And when I do it that way, it tastes like banana and chocolate because the cacao overpowers the berries and the greens anyway. But the amount of nutrition that I'm putting into my body in that moment is massive. It's massively healing. The certain ingredients in there are to ignite specific processes within the gut to make certain healing things happen within the various systems. And they're all designed to sync together, the synchronicity between them all. They come from a place of the 3 of us that are involved with the company needed healing. So we started to learn what we needed to heal. And now we're just sharing what we've learned. And healing is possible. This stuff is... Our gut biome is a very powerful piece of the puzzle.
It is. It is, yeah.
Wow. I'm really excited about this because now we can go to shows and markets and stuff and set up. It's pretty hard.
Hit the wellness shows with your stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to be really exciting because we've got we've got product that it's you can dig through the science. The ingredients are put together so that they repair or you can't say repair, that they help repair or ignite the processes to repair things like long COVID, any of the COVID suffering, spike protein damage, leaky gut issues. Yeah, I'm really excited. I am. The healing so far has been good, but now that it's going to grow to this point where we can share it with more and share it on a bigger level, we're going to have the Etsy store open. I'm really excited.
It's amazing. I'm so excited.
I love being in the healing community. I love helping people heal. I love watching people heal. I love healing myself. I love watching my family and friends heal. It's just an exciting thing in a time when trauma and disease is running so rampant.
Yeah. I've been doing the same with my business.
Trauma and disease is running so rampant.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm doing the same thing with my business. The way I'm putting together everything is I'm leaving, I'm kind of breaking things up like you did. We're going to have psilocybin and NDMT over here, shush. And then I have everything else I work with is not illegal here in Canada. So I can have the combo and the 5-MeO and the hapé and the cannabis and the cacao, mainstream on my website. And that's really beautiful. And it also keeps, it keeps them separate. And I like that idea. Like, I like being able to promote my legal business and still have all kinds of medicines in there.
Yeah. It's funny, as I was healing, I was always looking at the microdoses and not looking at the supplementation. But as I've healed and researched more and just buried myself in, it's like the supplementation has as much to do with the body healing as the microdosing does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. The nutrition and balancing the gut, like, since I've been taking your 7 mushroom blend, it's changed my gut. As well as some of the other things that I've taken, but it's the 7 mushroom blend that I hate. I really hate going without. It's balanced my gut. It's helped my immune system, and it's just done so many wonderful things for me. And Super C Veg and what's the other one I like so much that takes Inflammaclear? Like, my 3 favorite products that you have. They help my thyroid, they help my inflammation, and they help my gut. And like, holy canola. Yeah. We've got some comments. Let's go. Here we go.
Yeah, Michael. How do we? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, from Phoenix, Arizona. We're doing well, Michael. How are things in Arizona?
Wow.
So yeah, those are your the your main products that I love. I always like to keep your V-Spike and Poly Shield because one of the things that they do that's kind of a side effect is I know if I'm going into a crowded spot, I take a dose of each that morning. And that helps me. That helps my immune system. It kind of gives it like a punch. So if somebody does have a cold or something, I have a much better chance at not getting it. So I use those products that way. And I love them. I have done the protocol with them and they worked wonders. And your Myo Pro is another one. I come from a family of
wonders for Amy too.
Yeah. Right? Well, I come from a family of heart issues, and I can feel the Myo Pro work when I do a protocol of it.
It's designed to stop the different forms of misfolded proteins, asynuclein, tau, doesn't matter. It's designed to repair them so that the proteins come out proper and not misfolded. Yeah. I'm really, really proud of the company we got, and it's going to be super exciting to get it actually launched. I don't have the website up yet. I'm working on it, but it'll be bio5.ca. It'll be there pretty soon.
Steve is, this is something that he's doing for his companies, for his friends, is building websites. And he will be building mine as well, which I'm really excited about. And I've got a brother that I went to my 5-MeO training with that's going to be helping me with advertising, marketing, and social media stuff. And I feel very confident with these 2 gentlemen helping me that my online presence will be amazing once I get there.
Does that mean I got to make sure I do a good job?
People are going to see it, Steve. Yeah.
And actually, if you can, check out johnsayer.com and then leave a little message. Let me know, what do you think of the website? How you think it looks? It's
and I did post johnsayer.com in the comments there, so people can click it.
Yeah, check it out and then let me know what you think of it. That would be awesome. If you notice any spelling mistakes or something that buggered up, just let me know. But I'd be honored to get the input.
Hello, Carolyn.
Doll and Steve.
I'm Doll.
Oh,
you're Steve. I'm Doll.
I'm just kidding. You're Doll and I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be parked and moved today. By the end of the day, I'll be all anchored in my new spot.
I can't wait to get the picture.
I'm really excited about this.
I'm excited for you. It's something that it's been a conversation you've had for about 6 weeks now, and I'm glad it's all coming to fruition today.
Yeah. Yeah. The flow. Stepping into the flow. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. I've been dropping lots of wows today. I keep floating through and looking, processing all the stuff, and then just coming out with wow. You know, it's because it's been a pretty scary time over the last little while, right? People have been freaking out. There's a lot of scary shit. I quit watching the news a while ago, but apparently if you're watching the news, there's just all sorts of bullshit going on, and people are running scared. And it's just nice, you know, when you come into your 6 degrees of separation and you see everything going in the right direction, and people are enjoying, and life is flowing, and healing is happening. And it's, I think we're at a turning point. I think the energy of Earth is at a turning point, and it's gonna bounce back and forth for a while, but I think we're on the upswing to a nice wave. And you know, it's got to go through the old wave has got to kind of do that little swoosh and come back up. And we're like, it's all the garbage it was carrying is just dumping right now. And it's just about to go into that swoosh here. We're still dumping a bunch of the garbage in the wave before it does that nice swoosh on the upswing of the one you want to ride on, that beautiful golden surfboard.
Lovely, Steve. Yeah.
Did you like the way I ended it on the golden surfboard?
On the golden surfboard, yeah. Is that going to be okay in the water?
Oh, yeah.
Does gold float?
Mine does. Oh.
And on that note, it is.
Oh, it's golden time. Hey,
Yes,
it's that time of the day where we got to say goodbye. Bye. So we'll see you next week on the Mushie Moment, bringing you more stuff.
Stuff.
Bye. Bye, Cindy. See you later.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.